guys, welcome to Brian Talks. I am your host, Brian. Welcome. How's everybody doing? I actually recorded an episode about 2 weeks ago, and when I was editing it, I freaking deleted it. I was so upset because I was pretty proud of that episode too, and just had a brain fart, and for some reason didn't think I needed to say. I went to exit and it said save changes, and I didn't want to save the changes I made. And so I just hit no, and then the video just poof, just went away. I was like, no. I wanted to cry. I'm not even kidding. I wanted to cry. And then I'm doing all this stuff on my computer. I'm Googling how to like get a new or get something back that you didn't save, like if it just automatically went to recycle bin, and I just tried to do all these things and I just couldn't get it back, so it was just gone. It's gone forever. But it's fine. I'm here doing a new one, and I made an outline, which I didn't have an outline for my last one, and it went really well. I have an outline for this one, so welcome. I am wearing Big Party Show hat. Do Yourself Good. It's a local podcast. It used to be on the radio show. You guys have heard me talk about them, but this is some of their merch, so Do Yourself Good, and it says Big Party on the back, or Big Party Show on the back. And yeah, it's a comfy, cozy little hat. I think I've worn this before. But let's just jump right in, y'all. I am going to be a little behind on some stuff because I made this outline. I think I made this last week, and I'm talking about stuff that has just happened in the last few weeks. So I'll just catch you up on some stuff. We'll do a Let's Talk portion, but we're going to jump right in. And our first topic is going to be, we're going to talk about some books. So on Audible, I listened to Haunting Adeline. Whew. Yikes. I mean, I there's a trigger warning in front of the book in the front. Well, actually, I don't remember if there was a trigger warning on the audiobook, actually. There might have been on the actual page, but... So, anywho, I found a prequel book to Haunting Adeline, and I was like trying to find it at all these bookstores and stuff, and then the guy mentioned that it was a part of this series, and I was like, oh. And I have seen this book cover around at stores, and then I worked at Barnes & Noble during a holiday season for 1 year, and I've seen the book front at Barnes, of course. Always intrigued me. I never bought it or anything. But seeing that prequel really got me into wanting to read this series, or read/listen. So it is intense. It is so intense. If you guys have read it, you know what I'm talking about. Holy moly. The storyline is very interesting. I did consider stopping the book and not listening to it anymore because it was so intense. But the story and the plotline had my attention, and I really wanted to see what happened, so I finished it. I liked it, but kind of with that type of subject matter and everything, it's really out of my realm of books I read, which I'm glad to discover other genres. But holy moly. But now it ended on a cliffhanger, of course, for Hunting Adeline for the second book, so I'm like, man, I'm gonna have to do it. But I needed a little break after reading that or listening to that, because that was some intense stuff, y'all. Holy crap. But if you like that stuff, if you pick it up, read the trigger warning before you read it, because it might not be a book for you, because it was like teetering on being a book for me. So yeah, if you do end up listening to that, like, comment on any video or comment on this video or have listened to it and let me know your thoughts. So with that, I wanted a little mind break, a little more loosey-goosey type of listen. So I started a new audiobook, which I did finish it last week or the week before. I think last week, because I finished it on... Oh, nope, you know what? I think I finished it on Monday, because last Friday was Halloween, and I said I wanted to finish it on Halloween, but I had like 2 hours left, so I finished it on Monday. But it was called How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix, who is the author of the Southern Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampire, which I have physically read that book. I read that last year, I believe. I wrote on my notes earlier this year, but I don't think it was earlier this year. I think it was last year. I liked that book. For go into Southern Book Club real quick. I think I talked about this too. I kind of wish there was a little bit more vampiric action in it, but it was good, and they're supposedly making a show of it on HBO Max or whatever, so I will definitely be watching that when that comes out. Back to How to Sell a Haunted House. I liked it. I really, really liked it. It was a little spooky, a little creepy. There was some funny parts, some cute, touching parts between like family members and all that. It is a pretty easy listen. I actually bought the physical book because my dad doesn't really do audiobooks, and he reads a lot though, and I really wanted him to read it, so I bought it physically off of Amazon. It was only like $9. And then we saw it at Target for $15. So, yeah. But he said, I gave it to him last weekend. We had a little get together for my mom's birthday on Saturday, and I showed him it, and I was like, do you want to read it? And he's like, sure. So I'm excited to see what he has to say about it, and we can talk about it. And then I'm just going to keep reading Grady Hendrix books so far because I like them. And I actually own another one, My Best Friend's Exorcism, which I haven't read it yet, but I bought that at a local bookstore, like little local discount bookstore. So I got some good reads in my future. Unfortunately, I am still reading the same book, Society of the Snow. I have not been reading a lot. And when I say I listen to books, I listen at work while I'm working. I still have Society of the Snow to finish. I don't have very much to go, so if I just sit down one evening, I can finish it. I will finish this book this next week. I will, because I want to start another book. I don't know. I have so many books, you guys. And I want to start another one. I don't know if I want to do a little rom-com, a witchy rom-com, a spooky. I have that book, The Games That Gods Play, that I heard is really good. So I have some choices to make, but I'll get my noggin going and decide something here after Society of the Snow. But it's not going to be another, like, autobiography or whatever you want to call the Society of the Snow. It's a true story, so I'm not going to read another one of those for a little bit. I do have another one I'll read eventually. Moving on to music. Of course, I have to talk about it. Taylor Swift, The Life of a Showgirl album. If you're not a Swiftie, just skip ahead a little bit. But I love it. I absolutely love it. It's that poppiness of Taylor that I was really hoping to hear from this album. Just people are giving her crap about her lyrics and stuff, and I don't think they're bad. I think the songs are great. In my opinion, there's not a single bad song on this album. I love it. I will continue to listen to this album over and over. Like, I will listen to this album forever. I will own the vinyl as well, too. I'm going to get that. My favorite songs, I will say, are Wood, which, if you know, you know. And I like the title song, The Life of a Showgirl. I had one other one. I can't think of it right now. Nope. Well, that's better. Lainey, you guys know I am a Lainey fan. New album, Soft. I really liked it. That's another one I will be playing. It's true Lainey sound. If you guys know Lainey, you know what I'm talking about. It's poppy. It's like sad songs, kinda, but they have like a poppy, positive rhythms and beats and stuff, but the lyrics are kind of sad. I don't know. That's what is interesting about Lainey. They'll sing something sad, but the music itself is upbeat, which I guess that's why I like them. But yeah, so if you're a Lainey fan, check out the album Soft. And then I discovered this song. It's actually from 2019, and it's by the artist Aurora. I believe she was on America's Got Talent or Britain's Got Talent or something like that. Her song, The Seed, is an incredible song. Listen to the song and read the lyrics, because they are amazing lyrics. And then go watch the music video. It's the Seed and Forest music video. They called it like a hike, or H-A-I-K or H-A-K-E something video, but just if you type the Seed Forest video Aurora, it'll pop up. Oh my god, it is so amazing. The bass lines of the gentleman that joined her of the choir is, oh my gosh, it will give you chills, guys. It is an amazing song, and that video is incredible. All right, moving on to podcast. So I listened to all my same ones that I've mentioned here time and time again on the pod. I did discover a new one. I have not just found a new podcast that I wanted to listen to. I don't know. I'm weird about starting new ones because I listen to so many. I probably have like 4 or 5 maybe that I listen to. Oh, wait, that's false, because I did just recently start listening to the Amy Poehler podcast, Good Hang, which I do enjoy. But I've been listening to that for probably a month or two now. Anywho, The Curse of America's Next Top Model is a new podcast that's out. They'll have 7 episodes, I believe, and they come out every Tuesday, I want to say. It is so interesting. I did watch some of that show growing up. I mean, I wasn't consecutively watching it all the time and keeping up with it, but when it was on, I would watch it and I enjoyed it. And I'd still go back and watch it. This podcast isn't really ruining the show for me because like I said, I'll go back and watch it. But if you're like a huge fan of the show and it like holds true and dear to your heart, I have a friend that I told him about this podcast and he is a diehard fan. And he's like, he said he doesn't want it to ruin the show for him, which I totally get. So if you're a diehard fan, maybe don't listen to this podcast. But if you're a diehard fan and want to hear stuff about behind the scenes and all that, listen to this podcast. It's really interesting, and I've been really looking forward to every episode that comes out. So it's The Curse of America's Next Top Model. New episodes every Tuesday, as my grandma would say. Tuesday, Monday, Thursday. So I have a new obsession lately. I'm going to start putting this on as a little portion of the pod. It's going to be my obsession lately. My new obsession is simmer pots. I know they're not anything new. They've been around for a long time. But I am obsessed. I was looking for a simmer pot. I found one at Home Goods probably a month or so ago. I thought about getting it there, but I did not. And then, of course, I went back when I wanted to get it, and I couldn't find one. And then I ran all over town to like 2 other Home Goods. I think I did 3 total. I think that's all we have in Nebraska or Omaha. And I could not find one at all. So a couple weeks passed by, and every week on the weekend, I was like, Matt, I know you're going to hate me, but can we go to Home Goods? Because I want to see if they have a simmer pot, which is just a glass clear pot. You can see through it all. So we went a few weeks ago, and I was like, yeah, I want to go back. I want to see if they have a simmer pot, and they did. They only had 2 at the time. I was like, I have to get it. You know, I'm not playing this game again. If I don't get it, I'm not going to be able to find it. And I did look on Amazon, but I really didn't want to order one on Amazon because I wanted to see it physically. So I got one. I heard about simmer pots with the podcast I listen to and I've been listening to for years. It's Happening with Snooki and Joey, you know, Snooki from Jersey Shore. He does simmer pots, and I believe he makes his own. I could be wrong. Like, he dries his own, like, scents, like apples and slices oranges, and he uses clove, and he, like, puts together his own, which they're amazing. I will be doing these until summer, or I might do these all year round. Who knows? Because you can switch up your scents for your seasons. Like, you can do like autumn scents and Christmassy piney scents. And so what really got me going is, pardon all the racket, I went to Mystic Fest a few weeks ago and I got this. And this one had orange, lemon, apple, cinnamon, allspice, juniper berry, cloves, bay leaves, and star anise. And then it has a little ritual here you can do. And it says, place herbs into pot, fill with water, set intentions, stir clockwise to bring towards or counterclockwise to release 3 times, simmer to release the plant oils. And it just a perfect little package. Smelled amazing. Smelled up our apartment incredibly well. I was very impressed. I actually ordered some pre-made simmer pots off Amazon. Simmer pot packs kind of like that, but they're bigger. And I gave my mom one, part of her birthday gift. And then I gave my dad one when he was here for my mom's birthday party. Because my dad also bought a pot from Home Goods, and he's going to do them. And then when I saw those 2 pots at Home Goods, I got one for my mom and gave that to her. So we're all doing a little simmer pot autumn winter, I guess. If you are into good smelling stuff and you really want to bring the season inside, just do simmer pots. Check them out. Search them. There's tons of things on Pinterest how to make your own. Amazon had a lot of good packs. They were a bit pricey, but I got a bundle pack of, did I get 6? I think I got 8. I don't know. But I got more than one, and there's so much stuff inside that I just grabbed a little bit of each from each bag and put it in a simmer pot, and I probably, from the same bag I'm using, can do at least, I would say, probably 4 more simmer pots from the same bag. So, very good investment. I don't want to get up. I should have brought them over here. So, if you guys are interested, I can show you on the next video. Just put in the comments, like, show us your other simmer pot packs, because I got quite a bit, and I'm obsessed. I love them. So, let's go on to the let's talk portion. Let's talk dreams, like sleeping dreams, not like you have a dream to be an ice skater or something, you know. I have had the same dream now. When I typed this outline up, it was 3 times. I have had it 4 times now. It's crazy that I have a bunch of people in my house that will not leave. I cannot get them to leave. They usually are not very nice. And more people just keep coming in. And usually I don't have a door on my apartment. And it's kind of one of those dreams where I can tell I'm in my current apartment, but there's things that look different about it. And it's just so weird. I don't know what it means, if it just means I have a ton of stuff on my mind, and I don't know. It's just crazy. I had it again, I think just a few nights ago, one where just people kept coming into my apartment and they won't leave, and I'm trying to do stuff. I'm like stuff like I'm trying to shower and they're like all in the bathroom, or I'm trying to do something and I just can't do anything without all these people coming in. It's just so weird. So I have a dream book, which it's old. It's a dream encyclopedia. I need to look it up and see what it is, and I can get back to you guys on that too. I meant to get my dream book out, and I did not. But dreams are so cool. Like, dreams are just fascinating. Just dreaming in general is just so interesting. And I know not people don't always remember their dreams, and they say even if you don't remember them, you still dream. You just don't remember them. And I've also heard that if you're dreaming, you're not in a like deep sleep, or you don't go into the REM cycle. I could be backwards on that, but I think that's how it was, which I find very weird because I feel if you're dreaming, like, you are in a deep sleep. I might need to do some research on that. So don't hold me to that statement that I just said. But all in all, dreams are just crazy. I've been having those dreams, like I said, 4 times now. So I'm going to look into what it means, because I know it probably means something. So it's just weird. It's so weird. But that is the end of the Let's Talk portion. That was kind of short. Yeah, let me know about your guys's, if you guys have had like crazy dreams, or what kind of dream you just have had over and over again that you've had for I don't know how long. Just let me know in the comments. I have my weekend plans, which this is from the other weekend. So I'll kind of go into this, and then I'll go into my current weekend, because I did want to say something about this that I did. Wait, dang, I typed this up. Anyways, I did a trunk or treat at my cousin's, and it was from 1 to 3 at her work. It was cute. I got a little trunk or treat, like, packet thing from Walgreens that had everything you needed to decorate your trunk, and mine was a pumpkin. It ended up being cute, but it was streamers, and it was so windy, I couldn't put the, like, triangle stuff to make the pumpkin face on the streamers, which is very interesting concept, but I guess if I was able to do it, it probably looked really cool, but it looked fine. But yeah, I couldn't do that, but it was cool. I was just orange and black, and then it had some balloons, and yeah, it was cute. And then my mom had one that said boo, and her colors were purple and green, like a lime green and a very pretty purple, almost exactly like this. You can't see the color very well, but this is kind of her colors, you know? Yeah. But anyways, my weekend plans for this weekend. Tomorrow we're going to the big autumn festival at Liberty First Arena, which used to be Ralston Arena over in Ralston, Nebraska. It is a giant craft show, craft fair, whatever you want to call it. I've talked about it on here before because we go every year. They do a spring one and an autumn one. So we're going to the autumn one tomorrow. Only different thing, I think my cousin is going to join us. I think Jackie might join us, but Jackie injured herself. So, Jackie, we hope you feel better. And you better rest up and be icing your injuries, girl. But she might join us, and Matt, of course. And then I think my dad is going to join us. So that'll be fun. We'll mix things up, because the last, 2-3 years we've gone, it's just been me and my mom and Matt, which is fine. We have a great time. But yeah, that's my plans for tomorrow. Probably do a normal Sunday with my dad of dinner and all that. Or, I'm sorry, lunch. Have lunch with my dad on Sunday and go out and about. It's supposed to be really cold this weekend, so we'll see how that goes. I think we're supposed to get our first freeze, so that'll be interessante. But yeah, I think I went through everything I wanted to go through, y'all. It's kind of nice. It is nice having an outline. It's a little easier, and I kind of like typed words verbatim. Not on every part, but I did on some. So I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I hope everyone has a fantastic weekend and a wonderful next work week. Go do fall things. Enjoy this coziness, especially it's supposed to get chillier here in Nebraska will only for tomorrow and Sunday, and then it's going to be back in the lower upper 50s, 60s, and it's fluctuating so much. But I'm so glad it's actually fall, cooler. We're out of the 70 degrees and all that crap, and it feels like fall. Go enjoy something cozy. Go make a simmer pot and send me stuff about them on here. Follow my Instagram, let's talk underscore or Brian talks underscore pod, I believe, on Instagram. Like, follow, share, subscribe here. Comment on my video. Let me know the question that I'm going to do, because I keep forgetting to do the questions. Tell me about your craziest dream and just dreams that have been repetitive over and over and over. Yeah, so we're going to finish up here. I hope everyone has a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and I will catch you in the next one. Bye-bye.